Hi folks, I've got a Klarus EP9 Pro to show you. I've had a look at loads of Zoomies and I don't know what it is. They just don't seem to be very popular, do they? I can't quite put my finger on it. The concept or the idea behind having an adjustable beam seems fine, but I just can't put my finger on it why they're not very popular. I'm not much for them either. And speaking for myself, it's mainly because of the beam profiling with those horrible squares and no peripheral view. You know, I just don't like them. However, every now and then, I do come across one that I do like. I think I've looked at 4 in total that I've bothered to do a review over, something like that. Now, this one is worth a look. In the first instance, the beam profile on it is really nice. I'll show you that when we're outside. But the one thing that struck me was, let's open it up quickly. Inside, we're powered off a single 18650, which it comes supplied with, but we can also run it from a 21700. We can see the 18650's got an adapter on there, so that I thought was quite nice. We can run off either or, but we've also got as well this contraption where we can also run the light from 3 AAAs. So for that reason alone, in terms of the variety of batteries that we can use, I thought was worth a mention. So let's just get that out of the way. Got a USB-C charging cable chucked in there as well, a lanyard, or the manual. Yeah, the manual. A bit of advertising material. Jumping back to the light, really easy to use. So one click on, and in the on position, further clicks will cycle through our power modes. We've got a strobe tucked in there as well. And then a long click is off, and when we power back on, it will remember where we were. And output wise, maximum of 1300 lumens. A little bit more if you're using a 21700, but I don't think you'll notice that. And it's been a while since I've had a light from Klarus, or have I done a review on them at all? I don't know. They're a pretty decent make. Perhaps I ought to have a look at a few more of those, or a few more of theirs. And to adjust the zoom, it's pretty steady. A little bit of looseness there, but nothing too bad. And price wise, we're running about £35, which I think is pretty decent, in particular from Klarus. Not one of these cheap and nasty eBay specials. And USB-C built-in charging tucked in there. Let's take it out and have a look. So we're outside with the P9, folks. Let me pop a picture, show you where I am. Starting off in its lowest mode, and as you can see, quite a nice amount of spill. And let's scroll through our modes. The highs, pretty impressive, isn't it? With only a slight kind of artifact at the edge of the beam there, but looking around you can see why I said that I liked it. And then let me show you the zoom function. You do lose the peripheral spill, or most of it, but we're getting way down into that distance now, aren't we? And let me just show you again that ramping. A little bit square at that point, aren't we? But that quickly vanishes. So I think one of your better Zoomies, I'm just scrolling through modes again. Nice and cheap as well, which is always nice, isn't it? Back on the zoom again. A little bit further on with the P9, folks. Easy to operate with one hand. Not too bad on the adjustment for the zoom. There's only that square appears for a short amount of time now, but it's really easy to operate. One-handed gloves, no problem. Again, we saw on the other spot that with the flood there's plenty of light coming off there, but with a little bit more distance, let me pop a picture of where I am. With a bit more distance, that kind of spot, and it is a real nice spot, isn't it, as opposed to a square that you often get with these types of lights. Easily moving down the side of this lake. Let me twizz around and put that moon behind me. I'll show you from this side. Moving down the opposite side of the lake. I think that's pretty good, don't you? But I think the real selling point of this light is the availability to use just about any battery you care to throw in it within reason. And for a Zoomie, it's not half bad, and even better, not very expensive. Okay folks, catch you soon.